Most people know that buying a daily coffee costs money. But most people do not know exactly how much, and the real number is genuinely surprising. A single $5 coffee every weekday adds up to $100 a month. That is $1,300 a year on one habit alone. But this video is not about telling you to stop drinking coffee forever. That is not realistic and honestly, not the point. This is about showing you what actually happens to your money when you cut back even just a little and what you can do with what you save. What you see in the next 10 minutes might change how you think about small daily habits and money forever. Let's start with the math, not to make you feel guilty, but to make it real. The average person who buys coffee out spends somewhere between $3.50 and $7 per cup depending on where they go. Multiply that by 5 days a week and you are already looking at $17 to $35 a week before you have even thought about it. Over a full month, that becomes $70 to $140. Over a year, between $840 and $1,820 from one habit. Now here is what the experiment actually looks like: cutting out bought coffee completely for 30 days. Week 1 is the hardest, not financially, but habit-wise. Your brain is wired to expect that cup at a specific time every day. The urge is strongest in the first 3 to 5 days. After that, the habit loop starts to weaken noticeably. Most people replace it with something cheaper, home-brewed coffee, tea, or just water, and the financial difference becomes immediate. Homebrewed coffee costs roughly 25 cents to 50 cents per cup, about 1/10 the price of a cafe purchase. Week 2 is where it gets interesting, because the money saved starts to become visible. By day 14, someone spending $5 a day has saved roughly $70 just sitting in their account, untouched. That $70 can cover a grocery run. It can top up an emergency fund. It can pay a small debt. It is real, usable money. The psychological shift here is important. Suddenly you can see what a small habit is actually worth in real dollars. By the end of week 3, something else starts to happen. The habit itself stops feeling like a sacrifice. Your brain has started to accept the new routine, and the emotional pull of the old habit has genuinely faded. By day 21, the average person who started at $5 a day has saved around $105, over $100 from one change. Stick with this for the full 30 days, the last week is where the real mindset shift happens. By day 30, the total savings lands at roughly $150 for someone spending $5 a day on weekdays. But the bigger win is not the $150, it is what you have learned about how your daily habits compound over time. If you apply the same lens to just 2 or 3 other small daily habits, the combined annual saving can easily cross $3,000 to $5,000. So what should you actually do with the money you save from this? Option 1, send it straight into your emergency fund. Even $150 a month gets you to $1,000 in under 7 months. Option 2, put it toward your highest interest debt. Even small monthly payments reduce what you owe in interest faster than most people expect. Option 3, invest it. $150 a month invested at a conservative 7% annual return grows to over $9,000 in 5 years. Here is the actual point of this whole experiment: it is not really about coffee. It is about proving to yourself that small daily decisions add up to something real and that you have more control than you think. Once you see that one habit change freed up $150 a month, it becomes much easier to look at other habits with the same lens. The goal is not deprivation, the goal is awareness. You can keep buying coffee if you want to. Just know exactly what it costs you. Let's recap what actually happens when you cut back on bought coffee for 30 days. Week 1, hardest habit-wise, but the financial savings start immediately from day 1. Week 2, $70 saved, becomes visible, and suddenly feels real and usable. Week 3, the habit stops feeling like a sacrifice. $105 saved. Week 4, $150 saved, and a completely different way of looking at daily habits. Take that $150 and put it somewhere it actually works: emergency fund, debt, or investment. Do not let it disappear. If this helped, there is a lot more like it on this channel. Subscribe so the next one finds you.